Let us join together in prayer. God, our friend, we have gathered here this evening to mark a passage in all of our lives, to acknowledge in solemn ceremony that we have reached a crossroads from which we must journey on along different paths in order to reach our separate goals. As students, staff, teachers, neighbors, and parents, we have formed a community here over the years. We have come together often. We are comfortable together. We have met many times to discuss, to plan, to study, to perform. As we have carried out the work of school, we have focused largely on our achievements, and tonight we have gathered to do so again. But we are a different kind of community tonight, O God. Tonight we find our focus altered by our feelings. We find ourselves almost overwhelmed by our emotions, and we are surprised that we feel so much and that our feelings are in conflict. Whether parents or students, we feel proud at the same time we feel humble. Proud as we contemplate our accomplishments and humble as we face our futures. We feel eager and we feel apprehensive. Eager as we anticipate the freedoms graduation will permit, and apprehensive as we accept the responsibilities of independence and separation from a safe routine. We feel joy and we feel sorrow. Joy as we celebrate who we have become and the love that has brought us here. And sorrow as we realize that we must now become ourselves elsewhere, and that relationships must alter as we grow. But amidst all our feelings, one dominates, and that is gratitude. Dear God, we are grateful to be here, surrounded by the people who have shared so much of our lives for so long. So we begin this celebration of passage by giving thanks for the staff, the teachers, the friends, and especially for the families who have helped us along the way. Enable us to express our gratitude to each other as gifts that you have given us. We invoke your presence here, O God, as we assess where we are and acknowledge that we have farther to go than we have come. Meet us where we are, conflicted as we are, and assure us again that whatever our destinies may be, we cannot journey beyond the borders of your love. Amen.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Reverend Cheryl Rigel, Board of Education members, teachers, parents, friends, and honored graduates. It was 28 years ago when I sat as you sit this evening. As I thought about my remarks today, I tried to recall the essence of the baccalaureate remarks at my graduation. I can't remember a word that was said or even who the speaker was. And it's humbling to think that my remarks will leave such an indelible impression on your minds. Fortunately, one of the things I'm good at is asking for advice. I need lots of it, and I do receive lots of advice. Prior to this evening, I asked family members and colleagues for any suggestions on what to say this evening. And one said, well, there's a first time for everything. Why don't you try to be funny? My son said, please, Dad, don't talk for more than 10 minutes. Everyone is there to see who receives the awards, not to hear you speak. My son's comment reminded me of the shortest commencement speech in history. Clarence Darrow, the famous lawyer and orator, was asked to give his advice to graduates. The auditorium was packed. The introduction was long and flowery, and Darrow's speech consisted of one word repeated 3 times: survive, survive, survive. That's all he said, and he sat down. Last week, as I was putting my remarks together, I had occasion to go fishing with a close friend, and as we were fishing, I asked him the question, to what do you attribute your success in life? And he responded in 3 simple words: and then some. He went on to say that he discovered at an early age that most of the difference between average people and top people could be explained in 3 words. The top people did what was expected of them, and then some. They were thoughtful of others, they were considerate and kind, and then some. They met their responsibilities and obligations fairly and squarely, and then some. They were good friends to their friends, and then some. They could be counted on in an emergency, and then some. And then some 3 little words. Those 3 little words could very well transform your academic and personal life into a way of living. And please allow me to share with you the power in those words. And then some means demanding the best from yourself because others will demand the best from you. This is not only the day when you are the most confident, this is the day when you are the most vulnerable. The hardest thing you will have to do is find out what works for you. You can have many excellent personal qualities which can and do impress people. Your charm, intuition, intellect, but not one of these will get you very far if not blended with a great deal of hard work. And much of what we have today is based on a great deal of personal sacrifice, drive, and determination by so many people. Demanding the best of yourself is a personal statement that you will not settle for the inertia in your life. Be the Tom Cruises of your generation. Don't settle for anything less than being the top guns in whatever you elect to do. And then some means not getting too comfortable. The great baseball pitcher Satchel Paige had 7 rules for life, and his most famous one was, don't look back, something is always gaining on you. When a job stops challenging you, perhaps you should consider looking for another one. As long as the job challenges you, you better be anxious to meet those challenges. It's a cinch that someone else is waiting in the wings to do it if you don't. And then some means challenging yourself for the art of keeping cool under pressure. You have no doubt heard the old quote, be sure your brain is engaged before operating your mouth. Pressure is a great teacher. It's an energizer. Learn to use that energy to your own advantage. However, remember that flexibility is absolutely key to survival. Kenny Rogers offers this advice when he sings, you have to know when to hold 'em, and you have to know when to fold 'em. Successful people often make mistakes, but they also learn from their mistakes to develop insights about when to pursue an idea and when to let it go. And then some means not being afraid to taking risks. Hardly anyone succeeds without them. History is written by risk-takers, most of whom were told quite often that they were doomed to failure. You should maintain an active and healthy imagination. Be a player, not a spectator. Never shortchange your abilities. Do with what you have and do it well. Nothing is without risk. Change energizes the mind and body. Inertia corrodes spirit, determination, and effort. Archbishop Terence J. Cook, speaking at the eulogy of Robert Kennedy, said, "Few are willing to brave the disapproval of their fellows, the censure of their colleagues, or the wrath of their society. The courage of principle is a rarer commodity than bravery in battle or great intelligence. It is the one essential and vital quality for those who seek to change a world that yields so painfully to change." There will be many opportunities for you to demonstrate your risk-taking abilities. In this world, there are other young men and women with the same wants and emotions who are much less fortunate than you. Hopewell Valley has given you such a positive start in life, and always remember, to those to whom much has been given, much is expected. And then some means remembering your ideals in service to school and community. As with many, it is so easy to follow the path of personal ambition and financial success, and we have a responsibility to give equal attention to the giving in our lives. And as I said last year, I heartily endorse comments made by Ernest Boyer, president of the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, who said that during the 4 years of high school, volunteer work in and out of school must be a graduation requirement. A service term for all high school students would uniquely bind the nation's youth together, helping them see the connection between the classroom and the real needs of people. Today it is possible for teenagers to finish high school but never be asked to participate responsibly in life, never be encouraged to spend time with old people who are lonely, never help a child learn to read, never spend time with someone who is terminally ill, never see the inside of a soup kitchen or know or observe what it is like to be homeless. The challenge of service that I offer this evening is one of the appetite of adventure over the love of ease, the adherence to principle versus looking the other way, and the justice and human compassion for those who are less fortunate than we are. And then some means not cutting corners. There is the story of the wealthy man who called his servant in and told him he was leaving the country for a year, and that while he was gone, he wanted the servant to build him a new house. And the wealthy man told him to build it well, and that when he returned, he would pay all the bills for the material and his labor. And shortly after the employer left, the servant decided that it was foolish to work so hard. He started cutting corners and squandering the money he saved. And when his master came back, he paid all the bills and then asked the servant, "Are you satisfied with the house?" When the servant said he was, the master said, "That's good, because the house is yours. You can live in it the rest of your life." If you cut corners or squander time, commitment, or effort, you wind up being the loser. Somerset Maugham, a British fiction and drama writer, said, "It's a very funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it." And then some means always remembering that one person, just one person, can make a difference in this world. And as you attempt to make big differences, remember to appreciate the small ones. Remember, you don't always have to reach the ultimate goal you set in order to make a difference. T.H. White, in the last chapter of his story of King Arthur, tells of a discouraged king ready to enter his last battle. His dream of a just society, his round table, is destroyed. And one of his loyal friends and members of his council tugs on his tunic and reminds him of his effort. His example has made everything worthwhile. This is a very proud day for you and family members and friends, and equally proud are the staff and Board of Education of Hopewell Valley. You have earned a diploma from one of the best high schools in the country. For 13 years, the Hopewell Valley Regional School District has been making things happen for each of you. You have reciprocated by attending classes, by studying for tests, by completing projects, by participating in extracurricular activities. You have followed the rules, played the game, and met with success. Overprotected? Quite possibly. Insulated to a certain extent? I would agree. A recipient of an outstanding education? No question about it. This evening's baccalaureate brings to an end the local school district making it happen for you and the beginning of you making it happen for yourself. Tonight begins a journey that will be one of frustration, intrigue, disappointment, and personal satisfaction. One final piece of advice. Tragedy does not discriminate by race, creed, color, sex, or age. Live every day to its fullest and make every minute count. If you have something to say or to do for someone, don't wait. Don't find yourself reflecting on what you should have said or why didn't I find the time. How can anyone forget the words from the movie Ghost? If I only could speak to him or touch him just one more time. In closing, I must reference again to the words of Dr. Benjamin Mays, former president of American University. It must be borne in mind that the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. It isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disaster to be unable to capture your ideas, but it is a disaster to have no ideas to capture. And it is not a disgrace not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no star to reach for. To the class of 1991, my challenge to each of you is to make a difference and then some. Thank you very much for inviting me this evening.
Good evening. The baccalaureate ceremony is one of the oldest educational traditions in the Western world, dating back to the early Middle Ages. Traditionally, it was done the Sunday before graduation or commencement. This evening, we will be celebrating that ancient ceremony. We will be observing it and honoring these graduates. The name Bacca, from the Latin berry, and laureus, laurel, and tribute. And we will be giving and recognizing tributes for many members of the class of 1991, the honors and accomplishments of this class. Assisting me will be A. Vice Principals A. Thomas Ponting and F. Jeff Corelli. Mr. Ponting.
The first award this evening is an award by a friend of the school to the boy in the graduating class with the highest scholastic average. A second award of excellence in the study of science presented by the American Cyanamid Company to the student in the graduating class who has excelled in science. Next, a certificate of merit for distinguished performance as a finalist in the Merit Scholarship Program. And last, the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program Award. All of these to Alfred Dolish. An award by the Penelope Hart Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in history. The Foreign Language Educators of New Jersey Award to the student in the graduating class who has shown outstanding achievement in foreign language study. The Hopewell Township Lions Club Scholarship of $500 to the student having demonstrated a drive and ability for community service and a marked interest in further study. And last, the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholar Certificate Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. All of these awarded to Erica Wild. The Rosemary Hoke Memorial Award to the student in the graduating class who plans to further his or her education in home economics or a related field, awarded to Leslie K. Franklin. Awarded by a friend of the school to a girl in the graduating class who, in the opinion of her classmates, has contributed the most to the class. And a second award by the Ewing Hopewell Kiwanis Club to the girl in the graduating class who has given outstanding service to the school. Both these awards to Leslie Ann Goodwin. Award given by a friend to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in business education. This award to Lino J. Cortina. Award by the Clio Club to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in German. The John Philip Sousa Band Award given by the Central High School Music Department to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in band. Certificate of Merit for distinguished performance as a finalist in the Merit Scholarship Competition. And the Garden State Scholars Program Certificate, all awarded to Kevin James Chase. The Gene T. Richard Memorial Award, presented by the past veterans of foreign wars commanders William R. Gross and attorney T.A.S. Van Hamel, to the girl in the graduating class who best represents the qualities of honor and leadership. The Reverend Frederick J. Clancy Scholarship Award of $250, offered by the Hopewell Council Knights of Columbus, to a graduating senior who has been a student of Hopewell Valley for at least 2 years and who intends to continue education in social sciences. Both these awards to Jennifer Robin Sosi. Award by the Hopewell Valley American Legion, Post 339, to the boy in the graduating class who rendered unselfish and voluntary service to the school. This award to Mark J. Strano. The Janet Ellen Maloney Memorial Award to the student in the graduating class who has provided the most service to the Distributive Education Club, awarded to Jody A. Ringkamp. The Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards, given in memory of Harry R. Davis to a member of the graduating class planning to attend college, awarded to Sally R. Ramirez. The National Audubon Society, Washington Crossing Chapter, offers the Robert L. Patterson Memorial Scholarship to a graduating senior of Hopewell Valley Central High School. The student must have demonstrated concern for his or her environment or community through projects, work, and students. A $250 scholarship is awarded to Amy J. Sokoloff. The Class of 1986 scholarship of $300 to a graduating senior going on to further education at a New Jersey State College or University or at Mercer County Community College. The Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards, given in memory of Harry R. Davis to a student in the graduating class who plans to attend college. Both of these awards to Jennifer Lynn Sterling. The Pennington Women's Club Scholarship of $500 awarded to a graduating senior for use in pursuing his or her higher education. The Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. Both awards to Katie Lynn Swango. The Jack Rees Memorial Award presented by the Pennington Players to a student in the graduating class who has demonstrated exceptional dramatic ability. This award to Amy Swissler. The William J. Noonan Award, given by Friends in the form of a $500 U.S. savings bond to a student in the graduating class who is of good moral character and who has demonstrated by word, deed, and action the ideals of a good school citizen, one who has served as a model to be emulated by his or her fellow students. The Gene T. Richard Memorial Award, presented by past veterans of foreign wars commanders William R. Gross and attorney T.A.S. Van Hamel, to the boy in the graduating class who best represents the qualities of honor and leadership. The Good Citizenship Pilgrim Award by the Penelope Hart Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, to the boy who best represents the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Award by a friend of the school to the boy in the graduating class who, in the opinion of his classmates, has contributed the most to the class. Award by the Ewing Hopewell Kiwanis Club to the boy in the graduating class who has given outstanding service to the school. The Hopewell Valley American Legion Post 339 Scholarship of $500 to the graduating senior planning further education and who has attended Hopewell Valley High School for at least 2 years. A Certificate of Merit for distinguished performance as a finalist in the Merit Scholarship Competition. And last but not least, the Dr. Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Award, all of these to Francis Lovett.
The Ella Northrup Award, given by her son to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in choral music. Award given by the National School Orchestra to a student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in orchestra. The Hopewell Valley Chorus Award of $750 to a graduating student who has been outstanding in vocal or instrumental music and is planning to pursue his or her education. And the Garden State Scholars Program Certificate in Recognition of Academic Achievement. All of these awards to Randy Shauna Brotman. For outstanding community service, the following award is given by the Pennington Fire Company to Trevor A. Marchianti. Another award for outstanding community service, the following award given by the Pennington Fire Company to Jason Michael Belmont. Another award for outstanding community service given by the Pennington Fire Company to Scott Osborne Shafera. Another award for outstanding community service given by the Pennington Fire Company to Sasha Grech. The Louis Armstrong Award to the student demonstrating the highest proficiency in jazz, and the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. These awards to Matthew Scott Gibble. The William K. Schwab Jr. Scholarship Award of $300 to a graduating senior of Hopewell Valley Central High School pursuing a career in the field of teaching, awarded to Carista Marie Kowaleski. The Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. This award to Karen Mueller. The Edward J. Blaunstein Distinguished Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. This award to Nancy Palmer. The Pennington Doctors Abey and Miller Scholarship of $500 awarded to a student planning a career in nursing. This award to Robin Mellon Porter. An award given by his family in memory of Paul J. Cadwalder to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in Spanish, and the Garden State Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of academic achievement. Both of these awards to Carrie Ann Radvani. Garden State Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of academic achievement. This award to Kim Teslenko. The Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards, given in memory of Harry R. Davis to a member of the graduating class planning to attend college. This award to Sharon Lee Toomer. The Garden State Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of academic achievement. This award to Lara Utman. The National Audubon Society Washington Crossing Chapter offers the Robert L. Patterson Memorial Scholarship to a graduating senior of Hopewell Valley Central High School. The student must have demonstrated concern for his or her environment or community through projects, work, and studies. This is a $750 scholarship. And the Edward J. Blaunstein Distinguished Scholars Program for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Both of these awards to David Norris. The Garden State Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of academic achievement. This award to Charles Norcross. The Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards, given in memory of Harry R. Davis to a member of the graduating class planning to attend college. This award to Sherlyn Mandienka. The Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards, given in memory of Harry R. Davis, to a member of the graduating class planning to attend college, to Edith Mandienka. The Hopewell Women's Club Scholarship of $200 to a student going into vocational, technical, business, or medical career training of less than a bachelor's degree. This award to Jean Ann Michelle Liznieski. An award given by a friend of the school to the graduating student who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in industrial arts. This award to James J. Kukan. The Garden State Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of academic achievement. This award to Elizabeth Kolasek. We told them they couldn't pin them because they have to take them on and off so many times. The Hopewell Township Lions Club Scholarship of $300 awarded don't want to give the name yet, for having demonstrated a drive and ability for community service and a marked interest in further study. This $300 award to Suzanne Renee Jones. The Pennington Lions Club Scholarship of $300 to any student who has demonstrated a drive and ability for community service and a marked interest in further study. This award to Charles Gordon Johnstone. The Dale W. Kinsel Award, given by his family to the student in the graduating class who plans to further his or her education in auto mechanics or other vocational technical programs. This program and this award to Christopher E. B. Johnson. The Mercer County Community College Foundation Award of $500 to a member of the senior class who plans to continue his or her education at Mercer County Community College, and this award to Christopher Hale. The Pennington Women's Club Scholarship Award to the student in the graduating class who exemplifies a consistent attitude towards self-improvement. This award to Jennifer Toby Greaves. An award by the Clio Club to the student in the graduating class who's demonstrated the highest proficiency in Latin. And the Hopewell Valley Association for Equal Opportunity Scholarship Awards given in memory of Harry R. Davis to a student in the graduating class who's planning to attend college. Both of these awards to Dorothy Elizabeth Brown. Okay. The Charles E. Farrington Memorial Award given by his wife Estelle to the girl in the graduating class with the highest scholastic average. An award by the Pennington Women's Club to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in English. An award by the Clio Club to the student in the graduating class who's demonstrated the highest proficiency in French. An award given by a friend of the school to the student in the graduating class who demonstrated the highest proficiency in mathematics. The Martha Harbat Award in the amount of $250 given by the Harbat family to the student in the graduating class who's demonstrated the highest proficiency in economics. The O.A. Miller Award given by a friend of the school to the girl in the graduating class who best represents the ideals of the school. An award by a friend of the school to the girl in the graduating class who's been outstanding in school citizenship. And a certificate of merit for distinguished performance as a finalist in the Merit Scholarship Program, and the Edward J. Blaunstein Distinguished Scholars Program. All of these awards to Jennifer D. Watkins.
Miss Joanne Amerson was a member of the class of 1981, and she was a young woman who accomplished a great deal in a very short period of time. In her yearbook, the quote was stated, "What lies before you and what lies behind you are small matters compared to what lies within you." In her memory, The Joanne Amison Award is given to the student in the graduating class with the highest scholastic average and proficiency in marketing education, and this year it's awarded to Dina Stewart. Brian Crane was a member of the class of 1989, a young man who taught us all a great deal about life and what it means and how to live it. A $500 scholarship has been established by the classes of 1989 and 1990 in memory of Brian. The recipient of the scholarship was planning on pursuing an educational career in the field of nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, or sports medicine. Also this same person receives the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program Certificate of Award in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. Both of these awards are to Kelly Klubje. Randy Ackerman was a very dear member of our school family from 1971 to 1988. He served the students of this school as athletic director and as a teacher. He was a very special person who showed his love of young people in many, many ways. Active participation in gym activities and the support of their dreams and their ambitions. He was a giver of sage advice. He was full of good humor, high ethical standards, and he was the consummate teacher. In every way, he was truly a fine person. The Ackerman Scholarship of $1,000 goes to a graduating student athlete who best demonstrates the personal characteristics of Randall Ackerman. The recipient is recognized for outstanding achievement in sportsmanship and loyalty in interscholastic athletics. This year, the Ackerman Award, goes to Hunter James Grossman. Denise Marie Luger was a member of the class of 1990. While here, she contributed to our school in so many ways. Denise was a very quiet yet extremely talented young woman who in many ways, including her outstanding gymnastics ability, made the school just a better place to be in. When she left here, we knew she would have a bright future. Unfortunately, that was not to be, and she died in a tragic accident. In her yearbook, Denise said, we learn only from those we love, a quote from Goethe. In that case, so many of us here at Hopewell Valley have learned a great deal from Denise. Denise Luger Scholarship Award of $1,000 is presented to a varsity-level athlete with an excellent academic record, who in the eyes of his or her teammates and coaches exhibits tremendous team spirit and is a team leader. This person also is receiving for outstanding community service the following award from the Pennington Fire Company. Both of these prestigious awards go to Eric H. Moreland. Eric. Sally McCandless was a member of the Hopewell class of 1972. Miss McCandless was a very talented artist, and in her life after leaving high school, she went on to the field of art. She unfortunately died in 1990 in April, but we honor her all too short, bright life of a very unique young woman tonight. There are two $250 awards, one to a young man from this graduating class, one to a young woman. The $250 scholarship awarded in memory of Sally McCandless, class of 72, to a girl in the graduating class who has demonstrated excellence in the visual arts and also an award given by a friend of the school to a student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in architectural drawing. Both awards go to Amy Moran. Good job, Amy. The second recipient of the McCandless Award, which is a $250 scholarship awarded in memory of Sally McCandless, class of '72, goes to a boy in the graduating class who has demonstrated excellence in the visual arts field. There is also an award given in memory of Evelyn B. Howe, and this goes to a student in the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in art. Both of these awards go to Stephen P. Stiers. Bobby Stover was a member of the class of '88. His vitality and caring attitude towards others will always keep Bobby's memory fresh in our minds. It is very fitting that in his memory, in memory of this exceptional young man, a scholarship to help other young people has been established. The Bobby Stover Memorial Scholarship of $500 goes to a graduating senior who will be going on to further education in the field of art. The person who receives this scholarship tonight is also receiving the Evelyn B. Howe Award, which goes to a student of the graduating class who has demonstrated the highest proficiency in art. There's also an award given by the Rhode Island School of Design to the student in the graduating class who has demonstrated outstanding achievement and excellence in art. All three of these prestigious awards go to Brian Obinger. Raymond Wagner was an involved and active member of the Hopewell Valley community in so many, many ways. He showed the interest in young people, working with them in the area of athletics and helping them in their personal lives. Although a very busy man, he was never too busy to help one of our students or to help any young person who asked him who needed help. He was very involved in a swimming program here at Hopewell and in one of our local clubs. In his lifetime, he helped many young people grow into adulthood. So it's very appropriate that a scholarship is awarded in the name of this community leader. The Raymond R. Wagner Memorial Scholarship is based on growth shown during 4 years of high school, qualities of leadership and dependability, concern for others, and an unselfish commitment to their friends and to people in the community, as well as to the values of education. And it's a $1,250 scholarship. The same person receives an award from the Hopewell Valley American Legion Club, or Post 339, Ladies Auxiliary, and this goes to the girl in the graduating class who rendered unselfish and voluntary service to the school. The same person received the Hopewell Valley Fire Department, or the Hopewell Fire Department Scholarship of $500, which is awarded to a worthy student going to a vocational, technical, or medical career and who displays a commitment to service in this community. All of these awards go to Dina Marie Capiello. And this is the first year that we've given this award. It's the Distinguished Retiree Scholarship of $500. It's given in honor of the retiring members of the Hopewell Valley Regional School District faculty and staff, and it goes to a graduating senior planning to pursue a career in education. And it's so fitting that an award go from people who are retiring after long service to the teaching field to young people who are going into that field to take our places. And this award goes to Holly Marie Brommer. Proud of you, Holly. This next person also receives the Raymond R. Wagner Memorial Scholarship, which you know is based on growth shown during 4 years of high school, qualities of leadership and dependability, concern for, and an unselfish commitment to others and to people in his community. It's a $1,250 scholarship. The same person receives an award by the Hopewell Valley YMCA, which is given in memory of Bud Rusky, to the boy in the graduating class who best represents the ideals of the school. The Hopewell Valley Republican Association Scholarship of $500 to a graduating senior who's been active in community service and intends to continue his or her education in the social sciences. And the Edward J. Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program Award, all 4 awards to Eric Horn. Every year we have the pleasant problem of this service getting longer and longer because there are more and more awards earned. At this time, I think it would be certainly in order for one final hand of applause for every young man and woman on the stage. After the recessional, there will be a reception held in our cafeteria area. It's sponsored by the junior class, the class of 1992, next year's seniors, and by our Parents Forum. We certainly ask each of you to go there. That's the place to meet your sons or daughters. I think if you stand out there, you will not be happy with the results, so please go down there. We've asked the graduates to go down to that area to meet you. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Lord truly bless you and keep you. May the Lord lift up his face and have it shine upon you and give you peace today and forever. Amen.